this will be an instructional video towards the traveling through all asanas score. And this one will be about the floor work, so the chapter 2, the floor work, and good. We can do all kinds of floor work. Usually, or where to start with, we want to work very well where we know how to let the weight of the body be down on the ground. Yeah, because usually we are held and tensed up, and we want that we can let go the body weight down to the floor. And so on and so on. Okay, so that should be included. But in this chapter I will present the specific type of floor work and the one that I care about a lot, because it will bring us, you, me, us towards all asanas and different floor relationships. Okay, so basically I call it levitation, yeah, because there is something like flying off and hovering in the air while I am still in contact with the floor. And the major element to consider will be the mass, the center of the body. The center of the body, the mass. Okay, so there are two special situations that we will drop, or that we will go from one to the other. The first one is the situation where the center, the pelvis, the kind of the central part of the body, the waist, is touching the floor, and the extremities, legs, upper body, head, arms are more floating in the air. Yeah, and I can do it clearly. I can do it in the way where my back of the pelvis is touching the floor, and I can compose with the upper body and the legs, or the side of the pelvis is touching the floor, and I still try to have very light, hovering, levitating upper body of the floor. Or then I am in the relationship where the front of the pelvis is touching the floor, still the upper body, legs, arms are flying up. Yeah, so this would be the situation number 1. Situation number 2, which I often call climbing, is where the center of the body, meaning pelvis and the waist area, it's off the ground, and more the legs and the arms or the extremities are touching the floor. Yeah, could be only hands and the feet, could be knee, could be elbows, yeah, but the center of the body is off the ground, so it's levitating, it's hovering lightly above the ground. Not too high, close to the ground, yeah, this would be the highest place maybe. And again, I can be where the front of the pelvis is facing the floor, so it could be frontal relationship, could be sideways, where the side of the pelvis is in relationship to the floor, or it could be backwards, where the back of the pelvis is facing the floor. Okay, and then I can compose, juggle, and I pass to the first levitation. I pass to the second levitation. I go from one levitation, center on the ground, into the levitation, center of the ground. Okay. Good. I think this should be clear. So just some simple what one should do, or what is allowed or what is not allowed, or a little bit of the guidelines. Okay. So the basic guideline, as I said, it's if the center of the body is touching the floor, the extremities should be lightly hovering. I could touch the floor to help myself a little bit if I don't manage to have the weight completely off, But what is not allowed is to have the full body weight resting on the floor. There has to be at least an attempt or intention to levitate the extremities of the ground, okay? Then my legs can compose, my upper body can compose, going towards the back, tilting side side. My pelvis can compose, my arms can compose, okay? And so the same in the levitation 2, meaning the climbing, where the center of the body is off the ground. I could help myself sometimes. I won't touch with the elbow or even with the shoulder, but the intention is again to lift. Here I am clearly just full body weight resting on the floor. Here I pushed into the ground and my intention is to be already lightly hovering off the ground. So that's good. Sometimes I use the elevation. Yeah. And here I am out because I'm already towards the middle level. Okay. I think that would be it for now. It's a nice situation where if you get fatigued being in levitation 1, then you can pass to levitation 2, rest. If you get fatigued in levitation 2, you pass to levitation 1. And so on and so on. Okay?